How's it going, guys? And welcome to RC Cincy Extras. Today I have my Gen 8 platform right here. So really quickly, I've had this on a channel for a while now. I have done mods to it. It's been really a long road with this gun. So let me start really quickly from the beginning. When I first got it, I honestly thought I had a faulty gun. It wasn't shooting right at all. It was shooting very slow, had not a lot of power, just completely different from what every other reviewer was getting. So I was really disappointed. I actually ended up ordering another one, doing some testing, come to find out that my battery was bad. Immediately when I put the other battery from the other gun, the gun performed as it should have. So of course I returned the second gun back. I kept my original gun because I wanted the original one, and pretty much chalked up the battery. I ended up getting my own battery to run on it, which wasn't a deal breaker for me. I have tons of batteries. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't the platform itself. So I ended up running a polymer style battery with an adapter, like a big 2S 5200 with a battery strap. I don't know if you guys seen that video. It was basically mounted on the side of this stock. Of course, now with time, I've bought a few other batteries since then. Technically, I've even bought 3S, so this has had 3S. The manufacturer will even tell you that it can handle 3S. So this is the battery. That's 7.4 volts that I've tested all my other gel blasters as well. They work really well. 2000 milliamp, 7.4 volt batteries, very affordable. You get a twin pack for like 17, 18 bucks. You cannot beat that. So it works really well. You can keep it in the, in the factory tube, so it could still look the part. They work well. They last a long time, being 2000 milliamp. And of course, I've also have gotten since, the 3S 11.1 volt batteries that actually fit in here. So I've tried it with that. Come to find out, it just basically increases the firing rate. It shoots really fast, so fast that sometimes it even breaks the balls before they get out. And that's also something to do with the quality of balls, which we will be doing some further testing on. But it was impressive. But to me, I found the sweet spot is between this battery and a polymer battery. I feel like a 2S polymer battery just ever so slightly increases the fire rate, but just gives it that oomph that just sounds better, smoother. I feel like it's a sweet spot for this particular Gen 8. Now, there has been other versions that came out since, but this is the Gen 8 platform. This is a modified Gen 8. Once I got the battery situation figured out, I decided to upgrade mine. And it sucks because I didn't have an FPS tester at the time. So I had to go with what everyone else said they were getting between, 220, 230 to up to 250, 240-ish range. Some people said 260. Like I said, there was no way to test it. Technically, I have the original parts that will go back on this. So technically, we can bring it back to factory and see what it is getting if you guys are interested in that. So I upgraded the barrel and the N95 spring, which got it close to 300. When I tested it, it was between 280 something and 300. So mostly around the 290 mark. So really impressive, tons of power. We still have to do some accuracy and other testing, but I was impressed with it. The only weak side that I ever found with this gun was this was the mag. I felt like it didn't carry enough rounds. especially with the crappier battery. It wasn't feeding right, which you couldn't blame the mag because the battery wasn't giving enough power for the gun and the mag. It just didn't hold a lot of rounds. It was still, I guess, to look, the more realistic side of it. I guess that's what it was designed for. I know a lot of the other gel blasters have these huge mags, on them, which I get it. So technically, the cool part is you can buy extra mags, and you can also buy other mags that are way nicer. So this is part of why I'm doing this video. So you can see the way it connects, two connectors there. It has this little piece. I guess this is to allow the balls to come in, or I'm not sure how this works exactly, if it's something for jamming or what, but you have two contact points. The balls come up through there. I think this is how you release and clean out what's left in the tube. Has a little door right here on the side. You open it up, fill it up. If I had to guess, this would be somewhere around just shy of 200 rounds, maybe 175, 200, something like that. If I had to guess, it doesn't say a quantity. It just says 5.56, 45, to try to make it realistic. I guess like 5.56, magazine or whatever. So not bad. Of course they have a little electric motor in here, is how they feed with the two contact points. It's not like airsoft where you gotta wind it or anything like that. So that's kind of cool. So the magazine I got is actually for Anstoy. This is the Anstoy M1A1 Gen 8. So if you actually look up Anstoy, they had a drum mag, and that is exactly what I got. Now, when this first came out, it was a lot more expensive. I don't know if they didn't sell a bunch of these or what, but I ended up picking one up for $19.99. I don't know if it was just a sale that I hit or what. These were a little bit more. Originally, when I first saw these, I want to say they were 40, 50 bucks, something like that, between 40 and 50. And now it's on sale for $19.99. I had to grab one for that price. I was blown away. That's what this really needed, in my opinion, was a bigger capacity magazine for a gun like this, especially if you're going to upgrade to the 11.1 volts and it shoots faster. It would empty out this magazine in absolutely no time whatsoever. Being just under 200 or right at 200 is like nothing. So this right here, this particular drum holds 1,000 rounds. It's crazy, ain't it? It has these like directional pads. I don't know why they're on there like that, but it has like these little directional things. It doesn't say much on it, and the seller says it holds 1,000 rounds. On this side, it just shows 7 through 8 millimeter caliber, and that's it. Gel blaster. You can see it has the same filling door, which is kind of actually hard to get because I have no nails. But basically, you need your nails or something to be able to pop that up with. For me, it's gonna have to be a knife because I have no nails. So you're just gonna basically you would get your fingernail under here, and then you would just pop the door open. It is a little stiff, which is fine. I have no problem with that. It's a little stiff. So seems to work okay, Fill that up, fill up the entire drum mag. Then you would, of course, close the door. It has the same two contact points. It does look a little different, but it does match up. So this is what they look like. So the contact points look a little bit different. Even the top part is a little different. I don't know if it's what, but that's the way it came from the factory. Then it has the same release, I guess, to empty out what's left in the tube or whatever. Sorry. So it does line up, and it does click, just like so. So it's in there nice and snug, and it's on there. So technically it clips on, and it should work. So now I'm just curious to see how it performs compared to the standard magazine. We'll just set up a tripod, and we'll just see how well it feeds and how well it works. Hopefully it's better than the factory one, because I feel like that's the weakest point of this gun, is actually the factory mag. If we could increase it and just feed better, especially in the higher rates, that would be incredible for this gun, and that would just take this on another level. Now there is a silencer I want to 3D print for this to make it a little longer. I really don't want to shorten the barrel, because the longer the barrel is what's helping with its performance gains. And I think it'd look really, really cool with like a silencer at the end of this, with this big drum. I mean, this thing would be the business, you know. So what else? I mean, it has other little details on it, but I think this gun would be impressive to see how well it shoots. The new fire rate, it should help feed it hopefully properly and just do a great job is what I'm hoping. And especially for 20 bucks, I think that would be a big upgrade for this. I remember the spring barrel and the T-piece that you have to buy to upgrade it to the higher FPS wasn't that much. I think it was like 60 or 70 bucks, if I remember correctly, somewhere around there. So it wasn't that bad. And considering this gun now is cheaper, when it originally came out, it was 140 or 50 bucks, 60 bucks, somewhere around there. And it's come down a lot. I bought it for $89.99 on sale, and now it's back to that $89.99 price point, which is much better, in my opinion. I mean, there's a couple pieces you have to put together, like this part. You know, slide this on, put the couple batteries in there to turn it on. It isn't much. This, you can undo it just like so, and you kind of slide it out. It's a little stiff, but that slides out. It wasn't like a lot to put together. I do have, like I said, I do have the original barrel and T-piece, and I have the original spring, so we could technically get this to factory, but I just want to see how it performs with the drum. So without further ado, let's go outside and shoot this and have a little fun. Okay, so we're outside with the drum mag. So we're going to see how it performs. Of course, with the standard 7.4 ion battery, that would be very similar to the one that would come with it. Of course, we could run polymer or even 3S. We'll do some more further testing. Right now, this is just out of the box experience. Of course, we're gonna have to prime a little bit and just see. It isn't all the way full. I'd say I'd probably put a quarter or maybe more in there, because I don't have to empty out all those gillettes. But here we go. There we go. Now it's feeding. So here we go. Oh, it is shooting every time. It's shooting good. It's shooting every time too. We'll try to hit that red house over there. Oh yeah. Shooting very good. Let's try for the tree. Swing. Oh yeah. No problem at all. And it's feeding every single time. You can see it hitting the chair. Watch the little bench right here. It's consistently feeding. Wow. That is way better than the mag. The mag did okay, but this drum is like, oh yeah. This is exactly what this needed. The consistency is phenomenal. Oh yeah. It's still a notice with this particular gel blaster is that towards the end of the shot, it like spins off to one side or the other. It's not the most accurate barrel or platform. I don't know if the gillettes, how big of a difference they'll make changing different gillettes. This is the orange gillettes that I do all my FPS testing with. So these are actually X-Shot gillettes. I will be testing all the different ones, seeing which ones are kind of better than others. Do need to do that testing, but I just wanted to show you guys that this magazine works phenomenal for $20 is unbelievable how well this magazine works, hands down. If you buy this platform, I would buy one of these with it. Platform right now is I think $89.99, and then the magazine is $19.99. I wouldn't buy one without the other. There's no way. Even if you don't do these modifications, which you don't have to, that way it's a little bit more reasonable so it doesn't hurt as much. I don't know if this much power is creating the spin at the end. I don't know. Like, I need to test it. I may even put the factory barrel and factory spring back in just to see how it performs, you know, compared to other ones. But I mean, it's feeding perfectly. It hasn't not fed at all. Like, and I didn't fill it up either. You know, it shot every single shot. Yeah, that's really, really good. Let me zoom in a little bit on the impact point so you can kind of see the chair, and then so we'll start with the chair and then the actual bench. So it's consistently feeding and running exactly as it should. Incredible. So let's go ahead and wrap up this video inside. Okay, so we're back inside. I'm sorry I did not have the mic on outside. I completely forgot. We filled it up with the X-Shot orange balls that I use for all my FPS testing and testing to be as fair as possible across all the platforms. Once I primed this drum, it shot flawlessly. I didn't even fill it up all the way because I didn't want to waste, you know, trying to get all those balls back out. I should have just shot them all because it would have been that fun. It shot perfectly. It didn't miss a beat. It was consistent and smooth, and it made this gun that much more fun to shoot. Didn't have any issues. Yeah, these little magazines work. I just feel like the capacity is so low, and I don't think they're as reliable as that drum. That drum really shined today. I was blown away just shooting everything, how consistent it was. Just hold the trigger and it just kept shooting. You know, it holding 1,000 balls. I mean, you could just have a big battle. Probably even keep this mag in your back pocket, you know, full and ready to go, just maybe as a backup or something. But like, I would definitely go with the drum mag any day of the week. Honestly, for the $20 price tag, maybe buy a second. It wouldn't be a bad idea to have if you're serious about a gel blaster war. And honestly, you really don't need to modify the spring and the barrel unless it like improves range or performance, which I haven't tested yet. The extra FPS isn't the biggest thing. I would much rather have accuracy and distance than a higher FPS reading. As long as it's over 200, it's more than enough to be in a battle. They're gonna feel getting hit. As long as they're honest and fair, you know, you should win gel blaster wars easily with it. You know, it's crazy how far the guns have come, but all of them are around 200 now. So really, you know, we'll see if it affects its range and accuracy. That's what I'm the most interested in. I will find because I do have the original barrel and the T, and of course the original spring. So I will keep that, and then maybe we can do like an accuracy test and just see the difference between them, if it's just FPS or if it actually helps increase, you know, the velocity, which helps with the barrels maybe a better quality or the balls go straighter. I'm not 100% sure on that. I can't make those claims because I honestly don't know. And that's of course with the 2S. We didn't put the 3S in it yet. We haven't put the polymer battery in it yet either. I think the polymer is the sweet spot in my opinion. All that will have to be tested as well. But I just kind of wanted to get as close as possible to factory to test the drum first before I start throwing in more power for the battery or 3S or whatever to change the variables. So I just wanted to show you that the drum magazine works very well. reliably and consistent in this gun, which it does. So for 20 bucks, it's not a bad idea to pick up more than one. You know, the gun's $89.99 now, and that's 20 bucks. So, you know, $110, you can't beat that, plus tax, obviously. And then the modifications are still, jury's out on that. It does increase the FPS for sure, but we'll just see if it's really worth upgrading it, honestly. The spring is going to add is going to help add more punch, and with the barrel is going to help add more velocity. So I don't know about as far as accuracy and range. We'll have to test that. So I'm just intrigued now to see what else we could figure out about this gun, and see, you know, if we actually hurt it or made it better by doing the modifications. I know the drum, hands down, is the way I would go. No matter what, this is the way I would go. Amazon, it took a couple days to get here with shipping. Now that the holidays are over, it should be a little bit easier. I know for a while there, some stuff was delayed a little longer for shipping, just because trying to get everything out. And you have the amazing customer service to Amazon. If you have a broken one or an issue with one, you can return it, exchange it. It just works out really well. So I like dealing with Amazon. I haven't had any issues as far as that goes. So that's my 2 cents on the Anstoy drum. So far the gun's amazing. I love the gun regardless. I'm keeping my platform. I love it. Love the Gen 8 just because of the fact that you can buy a ton of parts for it. There's tons of other modifications you can do for this gun. That's as far as I went so far. I just kind of want to test, see what differences those modifications make, and then maybe go from there. I know it does have nylon gears. I know you can get metal gears. You can get a better motor. You can get more stuff internally. I mean, it's just literally limitless. And there are technically newer versions of the Gen 8. There's like that Gen 8 or Gen 8.5. There's like a Gen 9, there's just so many variants and changes has happened over these a couple years. I think it's a little over 2 years I've owned this gun now, somewhere around there. So a lot has changed, so just be on the lookout for that. There's tons of other channels that does videos on it. And yeah, I'm impressed. I like it. Anstoy did a great job with this rifle. I think they even have a combo. I thought I saw a combo a while back where it was actually selling it with the drum. But buy one. Even if you have just the gun, just buy the drum. Even if you don't have the other modifications to it, that's fine. But I'm telling you, the drum is going to be it, because you're not going to want to be caught in a battle with, 200 rounds or so. I can't remember the exact number on this, but 175 or 200, whatever this is, compared to, 1,000. So I think 1,000 is a sweet spot. Anything over 500, you should be in good shape, or right around there. So there you have it, guys. I like it. I enjoyed it. I definitely give this drum a thumbs up for sure. And we still have to test, with higher voltages and other stuff. But when you get this gun right out of the box with the 7.4 volt battery, it works phenomenal, even with the modifications such as the barrel and spring. So you can't beat that. I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. So there you have it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to share, subscribe, like. I truly appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.